Now, I tell you what, I like you and I want you. Now we can do this the easy way or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours.
Title: Survival Obsession. Chapter 1: An Unusual Choice. In a quiet suburban neighborhood, Bob lived a life that seemed ordinary at first glance. He was a man in his late 20s, with a disheveled appearance, who spent most of his time locked away in his basement. He'd often stay up into the wee hours of the morning, his eyes bloodshot and dark bags looming beneath them. His obsession, however, was anything but ordinary. Bob spent his days and nights playing Ark Survival Evolved, a video game that transported him to a prehistoric world filled with towering dinosaurs and perilous landscapes. His voice echoed through the dimly lit basement as he muttered to himself, "Another day in this forsaken world, a world where survival means more than my pathetic real life." In the game, Bob's character was a rugged survivor, battling the odds in a lush jungle, surrounded by massive dinosaurs. He'd become particularly skilled at taming these creatures, and a sardonic grin crossed his face. Why am I addicted to this game? Is it the dinosaurs, the thrill of the hunt, or is it just the sheer futility of existence? Chapter 2: A Dark Twist of Fate. It wasn't always like this. Bob used to have a girlfriend, a woman who loved him despite his quirks. But then, one day, she delivered an ultimatum. "Bob, it's either the game or me." Bob made a choice that left his girlfriend devastated, and he didn't care. His addiction to the virtual world had taken over, and the girl he once loved became nothing more than a fading memory. Bob's gaze turned to the imposing T-Rex in the game. His character approached the colossal beast, attempting to tame it, and he mused, "She said, Bob, it's either the game or me. I chose the game, and now I have a pet T-Rex. Good trade, I'd say." Real-life concerns faded into oblivion as he controlled his virtual empire, his girlfriend's departure, nothing more than an inconsequential detail. Bob continued to thrive in his online world, which offered the control he had longed for in reality. Chapter 3: The Ties That Bind. Bob reveled in his newfound freedom. Who needs love when you have pixelated dinosaurs? They never nag you about your hygiene, he quipped, sipping on cold coffee that had long gone stale. His life had become a bizarre juggling act between the mundane and the fantastical, between the unpaid bills and the pursuit of survival in a virtual world. Bob's character remained a force to be reckoned with, riding a T-Rex through the wild, laughing maniacally. In this cruel, unforgiving world, I'm a king, I'm a god, I can ride a T-Rex. Chapter 4: The Abyss Beckons. As Bob's laughter echoed through his basement, the line between reality and the game blurred. His obsession had turned his life into a dark comedy. In the dimly lit basement, surrounded by the remnants of a life he once had, he questioned his choices. Sure, my girlfriend left me, but at least the server is still up. Priorities, right? Bob stared at the computer screen, lost in the virtual world, as the darkness of his real life loomed in the background. His survival obsession had led him down a path filled with dark humor, where his priorities had been twisted beyond recognition. In the quiet suburban neighborhood, Bob's obsession continued to play out, with consequences that were both humorous and tragic, illustrating the surreal lengths to which a man could be consumed by a digital realm.